On Spotlight, we bring you the artist formerly known as Proverbs. This one is Ami, talking to us about this evolution of his career and different creative platforms on which he expresses his talent. Do take a listen.
Turn up your speakers. No games, no La Liga. School me, be my teacher. Save me, I'm sinking like pizza. Sweeten me, I'm pizza.
After years of putting in his quota of creativity to make gospel rap a sub-genre to be reckoned with in the Nigerian music space, Ami, the rapper formerly called Proverbs, is going through a creative evolution which now embraces acting and other forms of expression. With his newly released album Identity enjoying good reviews, Ami is concerned about making music which will bridge gaps and reach out to different audiences regardless of their faith.
God is a part of every life. It's very hard to separate your basic day life of waking up, hitting the road, going to work, coming back, taking care of family. It's very hard to separate that from God. And so being able to communicate God is not that difficult because it is a basic reoccurrence in everyone's life. So what you need to do is, in life, if you have too much of everything, there's going to be a problem. You have to learn to strike a balance. So being able to approach different issues from the way a basic man will see it, despite their differences in religion or in their mind beliefs, I think that has made it easier for me, to reach out to people. So I don't come at you harsh. I come at you with the fact that you have to be thankful for the fact that you have life. Thanks. Everybody prays. We pray, yeah. So those are basic grounds that we could all, comfortably be on, and that way I'll be able to just drop the message of what I feel.
No more suffering, no more troubling. Deliver me, I'm tired of struggling. I give it all to you, I'm surrendering. I know you protect me from tumbling. No more suffering, no more troubling.
He comes from the same era as the likes of Rooftop MCs and Buki, rave acts who broke into mainstream in the early 2000s. Their absence has left a vacuum in the music subgenre, which Ami believes can be filled with many talents still in the shadows of mainstream attention.
What happened is this. Guys were radical enough to put their hands everywhere. 1, 2, they had the backing and the support. If you know, Buki was supported by a record label. Rooftop MCs later signed on. We barely have such outfits right now in the system, that is willing to back it up the way it ought to be done, the way it was done. I was also on an outfit that made it possible for me to be seen. So what happened was that there weren't a million embargoes on how content is being portrayed outside, like the Sunday medicine, where everybody has to feel like it has to be a Sunday before people get all spiritual, and God is involved in our everyday lives. Do you understand? Okay, so having said that, now, I guess that, like I said, a lot of people are coming up, but they've actually approached it from a different strategy. The internet is kind of like easy to push content, and so people, I think the major fault have stopped putting content or pushing content on local channels and all of that. If such platforms are made available, I think it will be seen. Like the way I do the OAP thing, I think a lot of those contents are being played. So if such platforms are being created, it will make a whole lot of difference, and like I said, people should beautifully put their money where their mouth is.
Okay, heaven only knows how I feel. My heart is kind of full with the pressure, so I spill on the song to reveal. Could be long before I get to heal, but it's time to face this demon so fate could pay the bills. I'm constantly afraid of the unknown. Don't wanna be a clone. I wanna eat my cake and own your zone. See, everyone is rushing for the throne.
On his part, Ami is using his clout as a radio show host to help showcase younger acts.
But still tread softly cause the risk could get me blown. My foes get sitting on the top still feels alone. My good friend sitting on the top still feels alone. But what is the word if the trophy makes me...
He also uses different platforms to express his talent, including the E-version musical, which combines spoken word and rap to tell stories.
But whether I'm right or wrong, the truth is heaven only knows.
Love it. Yeah. Love it. Let me play back for you to hear.
We're like 170 million people in Nigeria, and I believe that we're in the dispensation of storytelling. Life generally, everyone has a story to tell. And so I feel that E-version approached the beautiful story of betrayal, love, and also addressed some key issues that people love to shy away from, like sexual harassment, sexual abuse, and all of that. And so this year, I'm on a platform, trying to use my voice to speak against, this sexual abuse that is hidden under the tufts, and a lot of people are walking around in pain. So we've put together like a theater, Rhyme and Reason. I've put together like a theater, approach to it, addressing the sexual abuse in a comedy form, also expressing a bit of the pain and the vengeance people are playing, people feel, and then the betrayal people feel, So it's just aimed at reaching out to a lot of people out there who are going through pain, and I think it's a beautiful healing process.
I'm singing for the truth like the seeker. Call and learn, turn up your speakers. No games, no La Liga. School me, be my teacher. Save me, I'm sinking like pizza. Sweeten me, I'm pizza. You waited on me like a waiter, but I doubted, underrated, yeah. Now I'm mixing the music. My wisdom is more or less stupid. I took my chances and blew it. Now I'm hurting within bruises. Now I know that I couldn't get through this. Without you, the road is confusing. I'm tired of fighting and losing. So I'll take control, you think.